The classic Mega Man series is an interesting case because half of its numbered titles were made for one system, the NES. Each one takes the formula from the base game, improves on it, and remixes it to a point where it can be recognized as a separate title, but after doing it 6 times in a row, things get a little predictable, a little samey, built similarly. And of course, I don't mean that in a bad way. As a Mega Man fan, that's kind of what I'm into. By all means, I'm totally cool with getting a consistent flow of Mega Man games, even if they aren't always the most creative. Now Capcom, please give me a consistent flow of Mega Man games. But there is a limit. I don't literally want to play the same game over and over again. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't have that kind of skill. And that limit, I'd say, is the Mega Man World games on Game Boy. They reuse old robot masters, weapons, and sometimes even stages, toss in one new character per title, and call it a day. And you know what? They're fine games. Aesthetically and mechanically, they offer enough to pass as separate titles. They're good. They're fun. But at this point, if you were a gamer back in 1994 and Capcom announced Mega Man World 5, you could predict exactly what kind of game it would be. It would have 4 bosses for Mega Man 5, 4 bosses for Mega Man 6, a new Mega Man killer named Country, because all the robot masters from 6 are from different countries, and that's it. That's the game. Ship it. But when Mega Man World 5 came out, that wasn't the game we got. After training and practicing remaking Mega Man games on Game Boy for 3 years, Capcom and Minakuchi Engineering were finally ready to make something more original. And it's the first Mega Man World game with Super Game Boy support, letting you play it in color. Well, I mean, it's mostly green and brown, but those are colors. They actually planned to put this game on the Game Boy Color a few years after its initial release, but they scrapped it along with my hopes and dreams. However, just recently a ROM hack was made that accomplishes just that. It's the same exact game, but with an updated color palette that helps it stand out as the unique Mega Man title it is. And it all starts with the story. And just like that, I defeated Wily, and the police confiscated all his P-chips. The only problem is, I still don't know what the P stands for. I mean, it probably just stands for power, right? That's the thing. Probably, but like, nobody wants to give me a straight answer. I finally found you, Kakarot. Kaka what? I'm the leader of the Star Droids, Terra, and I'm gonna tear apart your precious planet. I don't get it. Run roll, this guy's obviously very dangerous. Resistance is futile, Mega Man. You will soon be my slave. Wow, that really is your line. But I'm not into that kind of stuff, so eat lemons. Eat plasma power? Nice try. Enemy chaser. Ah! A few hours later, the world was attacked by warrior robots from space called the Star Droids. They've got some really unique otherworldly designs. We've got Freddie Mercury, Pinhead Larry, Mr. Krabs, Mr. Fish, the Sega Saturn, Farah from Overwatch, Pluto, and your anus. That's right. Oh, what, this old thing? Haha, that's the amount of times I'm allowed to make a joke about his name being Uranus. I think 3 is fair. I'm a professional after all. Anyway, their stages are super unique as well. The last 4 games all had pre-existing stages to base their stages off of, but each stage in Mega Man V has something new that makes it memorable. Venus has bouncy bubbles and bubble enemies. Mercury has conveyor belts, but unlike Metal Man's stage, these ones flip direction after a little while, which is neat. And bullshit. Neptune has a water level which combines the mechanics of every past water level into one super water level. And Mars has landmines and missiles and moving platforms and moving missile platforms. But I will admit some of the levels overlap thematically. Like there's low gravity on Jupiter and gravity fields on Saturn. I mean, honestly, you could have put low gravity on every level. That's just space. And the last 2 stages have you going spelunking, either through the ore mines on Pluto or the ancient tombs on Uranus. Going spelunking in Uranus. Aw, crap. That's 2 butt jokes already? That was quick. I'm gonna make that last one count. Once you make it to the Star Droids, their fights are also super creative. Lots of really interesting attack patterns like we've never seen before, but we'll definitely see again as inspiration for future robot masters. But like we saw in the opening cutscene, how is Mega Man supposed to beat the Star Droids if lemons bounce right off of them? Well, he's gotta go to the gym! Introducing the Mega Arm! This weapon is so freaking cool. It hits crazy hard, just like the regular power shot, and can be further upgraded using P-chips. One upgrade lets you use it to grab faraway items, and the other lets you deal even more damage to enemies you hit by putting the squeeze on them. Overall, the Mega Arm is my favorite of all the busters, and it's a shame it didn't make a return in future games. But even though punching the crap out of things is super satisfying, all the special weapons in this game are incredible as well. It's funny because Mega Man 5 on the NES had the worst boss weapons by far, but in Mega Man World 5, you've got Bubble Bomb. Shoots a bomb vertically in a unique pattern and travels along ceilings. Grab Buster. Steals health from whoever you hit. The hard part is picking it up. Salt Water. Makes enemies salty with a ball of water that splits on contact. Photon Missile. Fires a super strong rocket after a short delay. Electric Shock. Attacks enemies in short range with electric spaghetti noodles. Black Hole. Sucks in small enemies and then shoots out a screen-wide blast. Break Dash. Charge up to dash across the screen with iframes. And finally, Deep Digger, which is just Super Arm. Yeah, this one's not very good. Also, there's probably a joke I can make here since you get this weapon from Uranus, but surely we can do better. Dr. Light also gives you a new animal companion in this game, Tango. He's a super cool cat that spin dashes all over the screen, wrecking any enemies in his path. He's not as OP as Beat was in Mega Man 5, but he beats plenty of ass himself. Am I forgetting any weapons? Oh yeah, after defeating the first 4 Star Droids, we have to go beat up Terra to get his weapon and progress the plot. We go to NASA and break down the doors to find him. There you are, Kakarot. Why do you keep calling me that? I can't believe you've killed 4 of my brothers. How? I punched them. Really, really hard. Preposterous. Fine. We've gotten everything we needed from your world anyway. Dark Moon, destroy him. Dark Moon? The moon isn't a planet. He's not named after that kind of moon. Why do you... Whoa! God damn! This is the 3rd time a Yellow Devil type boss makes an appearance in the series. I love how he stomps his way back onto the screen after each transition. Not only does it add additional tension to the fight, but also helps it feel more manageable with the Game Boy's screen crunch. I mean, without him going off screen, you would only have this much room to dodge his attacks, and that probably wouldn't be very fun. This battle also feels great if you have the grabby hand upgrade for Mega Arm, letting you squish his eyeball for extra damage. Come here, you. Squishy, squish. And with that, we beat him and it's on to the next 4 Star Droids. We already talked a little bit about these stages, so we can just fast forward. Whoa, wait, what the heck is that? Huh. Yep. That's a Chaos Emerald. A what?
Yeah, I know, crazy. All I can say is thank goodness I didn't paint Tango blue or we might be in some serious legal trouble here.
Instead of the Wily plates from last game, we have the damn 4 Chaos Emeralds. They don't let you go Super Saiyan or anything, but if you get all 4, you unlock the power generator, which cuts the energy cost of special weapons in half. This is a huge step up in quality from the Wily plates of last game, because these crystals are well hidden, but they're also optional. The letters in the last game kind of bugged me because they're all out in the open, so even though they're treated as some important puzzle piece to progressing the plot, you just kind of run into them through a normal playthrough of the game. My only complaint with the Chaos Emeralds is you have to do a little backtracking to collect them all, no matter what route you take, because you need to dig to uncover the crystal on Pluto, but you also need the break dash from Pluto to plow through some rubble to get the crystal stuck inside Uranus! But the payoff is worth it, because like I mentioned before, the weapons in this game are pretty dang good, and the power generator just lets you have more fun by letting you use them more often. But anyway, we get all the crystals, beat all the Star Droids, and it's off to fight Terra for real. All right, Terra, now you get yours. This can't be. How could a wimp like you defeat all of my brothers? Yeah, I used to be a wimp, but now I'm a jerk and everybody loves me. What the? His P-chip level. It's over 9,000! How will I face my master now? I must redeem myself by blowing you to pieces. It's time for our actual fight with Terra. He's super strong. Spark Chaser does a ton of damage, and he can freeze time so there's no escape. If I can't figure out what his weakness is, I'm done for. There has to be some kind of clue. Maybe something about his attack pattern? Or his lore? It could be anything.
You got Enemy Chaser!
I did it! I saved the universe. Wait. What is that space station?
That's no moon. It's a... Wait a minute, did you always say space station?
You ruined my big reveal. Wily? You're behind all this? That's right, idiot. After collecting all the P-chips on Earth, nothing can stop me and my Wily star. Main laser cannon, fire! Wow, what a twist. Dr. Wily was the real villain of this game too. And to get to his space station, we gotta play some Gradius. I mean, with all the space travel we've been doing in the Game Boy games, we were bound to get a shoot 'em up section eventually. And I like how they made it clear the bullets are coming out of Rush's mouth. He can even shoot charge shots. And it's really clever because once you get to the big boss, they deal with the Game Boy's screen crunch by crunching down your spray. Look at Tiny Mega Man. We dodge some lasers and bark at the skull cannon until it's destroyed. And then we fly into its mouth to begin the Wily stages. This is the longest Wily stage we've encountered by far, but I will give it some credit because it builds a ton of tension as we get closer and closer to the boss rematch section. And by that I mean the Mega Man Killer rematch section?
Hey.
Anchor? I thought I destroyed you!
Yeah, you did. But my dad rebuilt me because he still wants me to take over the family business.
Dad? Dr. Wily? I mean, he's not really your dad, is he?
That's what I keep telling him!
Take this! Alright, Cringe Me. This time I'll stop you and save the future. I'm Cringe. You're the one riding around on that goofy jackhammer. Hey, don't talk about Rush like that. Bark. That is just a fan theory! Alright, Mega Nerd, I'm gonna finish you off, which is exactly what your mom said to me last night. Ha! Joke's on you, I don't even have a mom. Oh, right. Well, is your dad single? What? That guy's built like Santa Claus, and I'm trying to get on the naughty list. Stop talking! No, my one weakness, a cold shower. Who's next?
That would be me.
Ballin.
Get him, big bro.
Yeah, teach him a lesson. Kick his ass! What?
I can tell you've been working out. Most impressive.
Giga Chad Ballad, you don't want to fight this time?
Wily can rebuild me as many times as he wants, but he can never quell my Giga Chad spirit. Your planet needs you once more. Go get him.
All right. Thanks for everything, Ballad.
What? Ballad? You're just letting him go? I would have lost anyway.
What? But you're the strongest! What makes you think you can't beat him?
Just look at him. He's simply built different.
And then we're on to the Star Droid rematch section. It's interesting because this is the first time you'll be able to fight Neptune and Mercury with their weaknesses, since they're weak to Spark Chaser and Black Hole respectively. Not really a problem because their fights were plenty easy with just the Mega Arm, but with these weapons they're even easy. Did you just delete my S-Tank? It was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank. Afterward, there's a little path of items to refill all of our health and energy. And then,
Mega Man, take this item to refill all of your health and energy.
And then it's off to face Wily. But, oh no, here comes a giant fist! We've been punching the crap out of things this entire game, and this boss is here to try and give us a taste of our own medicine. We gotta beat both Master Fist and Crazy Fist to progress and finally face Dr. Wily's new machine. Now, usually Wily machine fights boil down to cycling through your weapons and figuring out which one actually deals damage to it. But in this case, none of our weapons can break through its defenses. Instead, we have to use Wily's own weapons against him, knocking these little alarm clock bombs into him to deal any kind of damage. All the while avoiding missiles and being thrown into spikes by this gravity hold robot. But eventually, we blow him up. Hey there, old buddy. I sure am happy to see you. You wanna talk about this?
No.
Oh, please, have mercy. For old time's sake.
No.
Are you going to punch me with your big rocket arm?
Yes.
Yes! It's not over, Mega Man. My research is almost finished. Using all of the P-chips on Earth, I've managed to awaken the ultimate weapon, Sunstario. What the stupid, glitchy game?
I am Sunstar, the doomsday weapon.
Freaking sweet! Sunstar, destroy Mega Man!
You're not my real dad!
What? Freaking sweet!
Inferior robot detected. I'm going to kill you now.
Freaking... Oh, here we are, the final boss of the game. And twist, twist, it's not Dr. Wily. That's the first time they've ever done that. And Sunstar is an absolute unit with lots of different super powerful attacks, like Kamehameha, Supersonic Spin Dash, and Cinematic Screen Transition Fireballs. Everything about this fight kicks ass, and after chugging a few E-tanks, we managed to take him down.
Ah, my shoulder!
Sunstar, hang in there! Dr. Light should be able to repair you. And if he can't, he'll probably want to harvest your corpse for P-chips.
Oh, really? That's great. I'll come with you. But first, you have to do something for me.
Okay, what is it?
My fusion reactor is set to self-destruct if I ever lose a fight. The only way to disarm it is with a password.
Oh, okay, well, what's the password?
The password is whatever the P in P-chip stands for.
And with that, the world is saved once again. We get a somber credit sequence with Mega Man watching the sunset back on Earth, and then, huh? Curse you, Mega Man! I took out so many loans to recreate that Death Star, and now that I'm back on Earth, George Lucas is suing me for everything I own! Who cares about that? Sunstar died because of you, all because you never told me what the P in P-chip stands for! And I'll never tell you, you wretched robot! I'll destroy you right here and now! Ooh. Okay, well, you see, the truth is, I don't know. I don't know what the P stands for either. It could be power, it could be planets, it could be, please don't punch me, please. Why are you running? And that's Mega Man World V! In the end, it really seems like Capcom and Minakuchi Engineering made an effort to make everything in this game as unique as possible. From gameplay to levels to bosses to characters, there's a whole universe worth of creativity in this title. And while the previous 4 Game Boy games are definitely worth playing, Mega Man World 5 is on a whole nother level, finally putting an end to this marathon of games that reuse assets and ideas with something different, something creative, something original. Huh? What the? Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please do me a favor and do the YouTube thing. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications. I'd really appreciate it. I also want to give a big shout out to my Mega Chads for their extra support of the channel. You can become a Mega Chad today by clicking the join button. You'll get some neat perks and ensure I can keep making videos like these. And that's all for now. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time, gamers.